Yes, students, so we are going to start from where we had left. Chapter number 12, the discussion part 2. From chapter number 12, earlier we have discussed few pages. In today's video, from the next page, we will start discussing. What if it finishes? In this chapter, you have learnt about fossil fuel and fuel. Fuels are limited. In today's video, we will not only discuss the chapter but also we will learn few interesting facts about petroleum. So be very attentive and listen carefully. And also in between I will be asking questions that you have to write down in your EVS classwork copy. The answer you will write by your own. Try to do that. First you need to understand properly what is there in the chapter and also what is the extra knowledge that you can gain. First, the page shows treasure from earth. You can see the yellow box, it is written something that is titled as treasure from earth. Treasure means something which is very valuable that we get from the earth. It is not easy to find out where oil is. Deep down below the earth, scientists use special techniques and machines to find out this. Then, through pipes and machines, petroleum is pumped out. So we are getting petroleum from very deep down in the earth. We cannot just dig it up. We need machinery to dig it and to take it with the help of pipes. This oil is very smelly, thick, dark colored liquid. It contains many things mixed in it. So petroleum cannot be there in the nature in its pure form. Many substances are mixed with it. It is known as the crude oil. Means many things are mixed in it. To clean and separate this, it is sent to the refinery. Have you heard of a refinery? It is from this petroleum or oil that we get kerosene, diesel, petrol, engine oil and fuel for aircraft also. Do you know that LPG, that means liquefied petroleum gas, cooking gas, wax, coal tar and grease are also obtained from this? Wow, that's interesting. We get so many things from petroleum. It is also used in making several other things like plastic and paints. And a refinery picture I will show you at the end part of the video. How a petroleum refinery look like. So wait for that. Next it is written, I started thinking about saving oil. I remembered that sometimes Baba keeps the engine of the tractor on while doing something. So it is said that you have to save the petroleum, you have to save the fuel that we get from the earth, that we get from the mother nature, because it is limited. And it is also said that you need to save fuel by not using your car. You may take a public transportation also. This also we have discussed in the previous video. So now let's find out what is petroleum. People use refined petroleum to make many different products. Refined means after the filtration and distillation process, the refined form of petroleum. Some parts of the oil go into fuel such as gasoline, diesel fuel and jet fuel. Other parts are used to make waxes and greases such as petroleum jelly. Plastic, fertilizer, explosives, artificial fiber and certain drugs also come from the refined petroleum. So, from a single petroleum, from a single fuel that we are getting from the earth, from deep down earth, we get so many things. When we refine it, when we do few mixture with it, we get so many things. You will get to know more about it in this video. So now there are few questions. This you are going to answer. Try to answer by yourself first. Okay? That I have told in your EVS copy. What all can vehicle run on? Vehicles can run on different fuel. Vehicles can run on different types of energy. Give some examples of it with it. What kind of problem will be faced if the number of vehicles keep on increasing? For example, more traffic on the road. Talk to your elders and write about it. I think this is very easy to answer. You all can do it. Manju said, why doesn't everyone use a bus? What do you think? Why don't people travel by buses? Suggest some ways to deal with the problems arising out of the growing number of vehicles. There is growing number of vehicles, like more and more vehicles are there day by day. Suggest some ways to deal with the problem. Next, what are the benefits if we switch off the engine of the vehicle at the red light on the road? There is red light crossing where you should switch off the engine of your vehicle. What benefit will you have if you switch off the engine for few minutes? Like the engine oil will be saved, the fuel will be saved, there will be less smoke emitted, like coming out. Emitted means coming out from the vehicle. And what else can we get the benefit from switching off the engine of your vehicle on the red light? Means for few minutes. And also all these questions answer you can give by yourself using your general thinking. So I would encourage most of the students to do it by yourself. Next, there is in your book a box where the questions are asked. Find out and write. How much oil? Scooter, car and tractor. These are the columns. How much petrol or diesel can be filled at a time? So you need to find it out. How will you find it out? By doing some research work. By asking people who have scooter, car and tractor. How far can it go on 1 liter of petrol or diesel? Again, means this answer you will only know if you ask from the people who have this. So the answer I have already shown over here. So probably the scooter will need 5 liters of petrol or diesel. It can be filled at one time. Car can be filled up to 40 liters and tractor up to 50 liters. And how far it can go? Scooter will go 40 kilometer maximum, car can go 20 kilometer and tractor 4 to 6 kilometer. So suppose this is a probable answer, means suppose This can be the answer, or little bit less or more can be according to the brand or according to the type of tractor, scooter and car. It depends. Next, the question is there. Now here you will need to do calculation. So now you know mathematics and EVS are closely related with each other. So in this question you need to do few calculation. Let's see what it is. The rate of petrol are different in each city. That you all know, I guess. In each city the rate of petrol and diesel is different. The rate of petrol and diesel in Delhi is given in the box. Look at the table and answer the question. In the box or in the table that you can say few prices or rate of 1 liter of petrol and diesel is given, that you can see 2002 October, 2007 October and 2014 October. Now the question is, in 2014 as compared to 2007, the rate of petrol went up by dash rupees. The rate of diesel increased by dash rupees. And question number 2 is, what was the difference in the rate of petrol and diesel from 2002 to 2007 and 2007 to 2014? In question number 1 and 2 both, we have to do subtraction. In question number 1, I will show you how to do it. Question number 2, you will do by yourself. Now, in question number 1, it is given in 2014. First, we will take the rate on 2014 and 2007 as compared to 2007 it is written. That's why the rate of petrol, you see the rate of petrol in 2007 and 14, you have to subtract the rupees, and then the rate of diesel also you have to subtract in 2007 and 2014, and whatever the answer will come you have to write in the blank. Similarly, question number 2 is also about the difference, and whenever difference word is used, you all should know this, that it means subtraction. So again, in question number 2, you have to find out the rate of petrol and diesel. Here, number 1, you Now the question is, what is the price of petrol and diesel in your area? Like wherever you are living, so in your area, what is the price of petrol and diesel? So for this you have to find out, you have to ask people. So you can do this, and it is optional, you can do this. Why are the prices of petrol and diesel is going up? According to you, according to your thinking and your research, what is the reason that the prices of petrol and diesel are going up? So, and the third one is, in 1 month, how much petrol or diesel is used at your home? So now, those question was for your general knowledge. Now let's come to the next page where there is a poster given. In the poster you can see there are different things, different vehicles and also different things. Somewhere it is drying the clothes, there is a lantern also, there is LPG gas, LPG means liquefied petroleum gas, kerosene, there is a machinery, you can say the motor, and there is plastic and paints, there is petrol or diesel, aeroplane fuel. So how all these things are related with each other? It is written in the red in bold, where am I used? Means where the fuel is used. It is used in every part of your everyday life. And in the bottom it is written, save fuel, make it a habit. If you are saving fuel, you are saving everyday life materials also, because we are using the fuel in all kind of purpose. See the poster and write where oil is used and where the diesel is used. So now you should also know that where the petroleum and where the diesel are used. Now some few facts and very interesting facts about the petroleum. You will get to know that what are the substances that are made out of petroleum, and it's going to be really interesting. So pay attention. So here petroleum has come from the Greek word where it is means rock and oil. Okay, is also known as crude oil. When the petroleum is harvested, or you can say is dug out from within the earth, from below the earth, it is known as the crude oil. It is a thick and black liquid. It is a natural material mainly made of hydrocarbons. Means specific amount of molecules of carbons and hydrogen, when they bind together, they make hydrocarbons. It is known as hydrocarbons. As the name suggests, hydrogen and carbon molecules are there. Most petroleum is found by drilling down through rocks. Means you have to drill them through rocks. It is a very tough process. It is means digging and making holes inside the rock on land or offshore of the continental shelf. Offshore means in between the ocean, where the ocean is, continental shelf. And continental shelf means where the continents, on the side of the continents, where the sea meet and the land side of the continent. So in that places also there is a very huge amount of petroleum refinery located. Now major producers are the Middle East. The Middle East, the Americas and the Russia. They produce the most amount of petroleum in the world. It is the most important world fuel source. You can imagine how important it is, how useful it is from its use, and how important the fuel is. It supplies 38% of the world's energy and is also used to make petrochemicals. Now what is petrochemicals? So here are few list of petrochemicals. Petrochemicals are the things that are made out of the petroleum byproducts, or you can say through petroleums we can get all these materials. Now you can see what are the materials we can get. Alcohol, antiseptic, artificial rubber, detergents, drugs, explosives, food additives, insecticides, perfumes, plastics, textile fiber. All these are one of or the other are a kind of petrochemicals. Now you can understand that why the petroleum is known as the most important fuel of the world, and it is the most needed fuel also, but it is limited in nature, so you can guess the importance of it. So here is the byproducts, you can say the petrochemicals. When we mix the petroleum with few chemicals, we can get all these products, and all kinds of products are used in daily life. So next fact we will talk about, petroleum can be easily transported by pipeline. So it is very much convenient, you can say. So when petroleum can be transported from one place to another place through pipeline, it becomes easy to take out the petroleum from within the earth. But still it is a limited resource. Treated petroleum can be used as fuel. Treated means after distillation, filtration, after treating the petroleum, it can be used as fuel. But before treating, you cannot use it as a fuel. Mainly gasoline, that we call petrol. Gasoline or petrol for cars, diesel fuel for diesel engine, used in trucks, train, ships, kerosene fuel for jets as lubricant. Now what is lubricant? Lubricant is any chemical or anything which makes any surface slippery. So lubricant or the kerosene is used in machinery, specifically where you want to make the gadget or anything slippery, to make it more smooth. So their lubricants are used to make the surface smooth. Now, what is the problem regarding the petroleum? Petroleum can be also dangerous for the environment. Like how? Petroleum resource is limited and non-renewable. Non-renewable means once we use it, we cannot bring it back. It is used. We cannot bring it back. It is limited source of energy. Some believe it will run out within 70 years after a peak oil, early in 21st century. What is oil? Peak oil? Peak oil means after its maximum usage, optimum or maximum usage in the 21st century only, it will run out. Some believe that. We don't have any proof, but some believe that. Burning petroleum or other fossil fuel add the carbon in the oil to the oxygen in the air to create carbon dioxide, which is an air pollutant. So it is making pollution also. The carbon can be removed from the carbon dioxide by plants. So here we also know what is the role of plants. Plants can actually remove the carbon from that carbon dioxide, and it can clear up the environment. So burning fossil fuel or burning petroleum is very you can say dangerous for the environment, because it is making global warming and air pollution. So we all know fossil fuel or petroleum or the fuels are needed, but we also should change our habits and day-to-day life from non-renewable source of energy to renewable source of energy. Means like for example, solar energy. Solar energy doesn't have any impact on the environment, any bad impact on the environment. It is good for the environment. Here is a picture of an oil refinery. So you can see how much smoke it is coming out from the chimneys and everywhere. So how much pollution it is causing, and also you will have an idea how an oil refinery or a petroleum refinery look like. And the next picture over here is one petroleum refinery in USA, United States of America. So now you know what is good for the environment and what is not. So try to save fuel and also try to plant more trees. Thank you, students. Stay safe, study hard. See you in the next video.